Hello, myself Dr. Narendra Gupta. Welcome you all to my homeopathic channel. As usual, today we are going to study an very important rubric of a common remedy. Delusion, animals devoured by being. Stramonium is the only remedy given against this rubric. So to study a rubric, what do we need? What we have to do? So a rubric has many words in it, and these words commonly we use in our day-to-day life, and our subconscious mind understand it very well. That's why we frequently used in various contexts all these words. But when patient narrate his own story, we are not able to convert patient's narration into the language of our repertory, so we do not understand what the patient is saying in homeopathic language, because he is narrating like a layman. Our need is to convert the patient's language of the repertory so that we can find out the simillimum for the patient. So for that, we should understand beforehand the metaphorical. This is, you should understand it, not the normal gross meaning of the word. You should understand the metaphorical meaning of each and every word beforehand, before the patient comes to you. So this is a continuous study. Continuous study means there are so many words in our repertory. We should try to explain it on the metaphorical basis. All the words, though this looks very simple, because you know all the words given in the repertory, there is no need to see the dictionary. But for understanding its metaphorical meaning, you are to see the meaning of that word in several dictionaries at a time. Note down the meaning on a paper from all the dictionaries, then to find out what is there common, what is the common feel that has been described by various authors, various dictionaries about that particular word. That common feel is the metaphorical meaning of that particular word. So this metaphorical meaning unconsciously we use in our day-to-day life, but for the patient, with the patient, we cannot use it. After knowing the metaphorical meaning of that particular word, try to understand, find out how do we use this metaphorical meaning in our day-to-day life, in what context or contexts. So when you do this practice, you will be able to grasp the exact metaphorical meaning of very simple and also the difficult words. So this is the exercise we have to do. This is the way we have to study the remedies. So now come back to the delusion, animals devoured by being, Stramonium. For teaching or for explaining this rubric, I am going to follow the same procedure. The word is devour. The word delusion, this is the main rubric. I have explained it in some other video in a very great detail. You can go through that video and can learn from there. So I am not going to explain it again. So I am starting with the word devour. A devour is to eat up something greedily or ravenously. Another meaning, these are dictionary meanings. Another one is to use up or destroy as if by eating. For example, we were devouring the world resources. Third meaning is to prey upon. Example given, after attacking his wife, he was devoured by guilt. Means guilt has overpowered him. Fourth one is to enjoy avidly. Example is, he devotes the comic books. Being, another word used in the rubric. Being means at present. It is a continuous process. It is being happened. Animal. So animal is an organism having no sense of kindness, no power of logical understanding, no power of reasoning, and it's only concerned about itself, means whatever he wants to do, whatever his nature is, he is behaving according to it. So that kind of thing is metaphorically can be considered as animal. So the meaning of whole rubric is, at present the person is feeling as if he is gradually being engulfed by a very powerful animal and his destruction is certain, because it is being devoured by a very powerful animal. The chances of his escape are minimum, or there is no chance. So there is no chance of saving him. So this situation can have following analogy. So patient will never say that I am being devoured by animal. So that is why you have to understand the metaphoric meaning beforehand, analogy beforehand. So that's why I am now describing the analogy. Devour means to engulf something fully in one piece without chewing it or chopping it into pieces. Example, there is a big python. After making its prey powerless by putting pressure around its body and helpless by making its prey powerless and helpless by gripping it in the powerful grip of his coiling body, gradually swallows it. First it makes him powerless. Means swallows it means without chewing it. Python never chews his prey. Swallows it fully. So it does not leave even a slightest chance of its prey to escape its grip. So there remains no power left in its prey to fight it back, as the powerful grip of python is much stronger than the power of its prey. So the defeat and ultimate destruction of its prey is certain, but this is a gradual process, because python never swallows his prey immediately. It takes long time to devour it, to swallow it. Under this condition, the prey is unable to do anything to save itself from the python because of the power of the python. Though he is living, means the prey is still living and wants itself to save, but there is no power left in him to save itself. So this is a state of helplessness for the prey, as he wants to save itself but unable to do so, as there is no power left in it, because python never kills its prey. It just makes it helpless, makes it powerless before swallowing it. So there are the symptoms of stramonium: helplessness, feeling of, and delusion, poor he is. It is the same state of the prey. So by this analogy, you can put the same analogy to your patient. Then you will understand its meaning. So the python is an animal. It does not have a capacity to understand any reasoning. So no argument has any effect on it, and also it has no sense of kindness for its prey, because it is its food. As the prey is its food, and python has to eat it for its survival. So hence the python is the only concerned with engulfing or devouring the prey using its full might. So if we consider the same symptoms of the medicine stramonium, they give a similar sense to the condition as described above. The condition, circumstances, or the disease is so bad, so powerful and harmful that he cannot fight it to win over these circumstances. But he does not want to be destroyed. So he wants to come out of that situation, but he has not left with sufficient power, resources to come out of that situation. Meaning he cannot help himself under these circumstances. Circumstances are much more powerful and destroying the person. So this is a state of helplessness, feeling of. So he lacks power or resources, means if you convert it in the language of rubric, it is delusion, poor he is. And gradually the circumstances or disease is gradually damaging or destroying the person, means delusion, injury is being injured. So by one feeling we can take out so many rubrics. And he is now completely in the grip of destroying forces, because forces are much more powerful than the patient. What are these destroying forces? It could be disease, it could be any other circumstances, any other person, etc. So hence he is at mercy of those forces, means the one who are destroying it. Example is also, the rubric is delusion, possessed being, as if the person has come under their possession and he has no choice left to act according to his own wish. He has to work, he has to act according to the wishes of those powerful circumstances or the disease. So mercy of those forces has to work according to their wishes. Means the possessed thing has no will and wishes at its own. It works or is used according to the wishes of its possessor. Here python is the possessor, that is an animal who is devouring him, so his destruction is certain. Rubric is delusion, die, about to die, one was. So there is no way left out for him to save himself. It is fear, dark of. Now I will explain it again in one go without giving my own explanation in between. Whatever I have written, I am going to explain. So the condition, circumstances or the disease is so bad, powerful and harmful that he cannot fight to win over these circumstances, but he does not want to be destroyed. He wants to come out of that situation, but he has not left with sufficient power or resource to come out of that situation. That is, he cannot help himself under these circumstances. The rubric is helplessness, feeling of. He lacks power or resource, means delusion, poor he is, and gradually the circumstances or disease is gradually damaging or destroying him. Delusion, injury, being injured is, and he is now completely in the grip of destroying forces, meaning any disease, circumstances, any person, etc. Hence he is at the mercy of those forces. Rubric is delusion, possessed being, and has to work according to their wishes, meaning the possessed thing has no will and wishes of its own. It works or is used according to the wishes of his possessor. Here python is the possessor, that is an animal who is devouring him, so his destruction is certain, meaning delusion, die, about to die, once was. So there is no way left out of for him to save himself, fear, dark of. So the people around him, his family members, office colleagues are all trying to dominate him, and to some extent they have dominated him, but they are not affected even the least by any of his argument, neither they are showing any kind of mercy for him, as if they all have absolutely turned into animal beings, and he has not sufficient energy required to fight with and to save himself. Hence he is now fully convinced. Fully convinced means he is fully realizing that the prevailing condition means which are behaving similar to animals, prevailing condition will totally destroy him, meaning the present conditions are devouring him. Ultimately he will be destroyed, he will be finished. So this is the feeling of stramonium patient, that he is in grip of some destroying, some overpowering situations, and gradually he is going to be destroyed, and there is no way to save himself from such destruction. So similar analogy can be used in disease state also. This disease is gradually destroying me. This has taken full grip over me and gradually destroying me. This has taken full grip over me and gradually eating me up. No treatment is having any effect on it, because I am a poor man. I cannot afford the costly treatment required to get it cured. Example, the rubric is delusion, poor he is, helplessness, feeling of I am a poor man, so I am helpless. So this is the exact feeling of a stramonium patient. If some person comes with such kind of feeling, you can prescribe stramonium with certainty in any disease, any sex, in any age group. So we should not classify the remedies as deep acting, superficial acting, miasmatic acting, female remedy, children remedy, old age remedy, etc., etc. Remedy is a remedy. It will work on everyone if its characteristic symptom matches with the characteristic symptom of the patient. Now, or another person says, I have got a very serious disease. There is no cure available for this disease till date, so I will ultimately die because of this disease. Now, take another example. After my father's death, my own uncle is trying to grab our property. How to save ourselves from this bad intention? We are not able to understand. Means they want to save themselves, but due to lack of resources like manpower, they are not able to save themselves. This is a state of helplessness. He is a bad man. He has many sons. All are so physically strongly built up and of bad character. We have nothing. We are just alone mother and daughter, meaning poor in strength. We cannot fight with them. They are very powerful. We do not have any means to stop them from making conspiracies to grab our property. They all will eat us off by grabbing our property. Means this property is the only source of income for these ladies, and once their property is snatched away from them, there will be no option left for them to survive in this world without money. So they are not considering even a little that we both are also their own and they should not do it to us. They are just behaving like animals, means their uncle. No relative is coming forward to save us, means these ladies are crying for help, that somebody should come and help them. Because everyone is afraid of them because they are of bad character. So by above explanation, we can easily conclude that stramonium patient is fully in the grip of very bad conditions, and there is no way left out for them to save themselves from the clutches of these adverse conditions, and ultimately their destruction is certain. So if this kind of feeling is there in any patient, in any disease, selection of stramonium is certain. It is going to help him. Similarly, kingpin symptom of many remedies includes in them many of the rubrics of that particular remedy. So understanding of one kingpin rubric in relation to others and other rubrics in relation to the kingpin will give us a deep understanding of the remedy. This is the correct way of studying remedies. This will make your understanding very deep about that remedy, and even by a glance of the patient you will be able to recognize the remedy. So then remedy can be easily recognized from any version of the patient. So from a single rubric, we can understand the full length and breadth of the remedy. This is the correct way of studying the remedy. So you will start prescribing absolutely correct remedy. There is nothing unusual explanation. These are the real explanations of the rubrics. I have done nothing except I have understood these subtle meaning because of my spiritual background. As I told you in many other videos that we human beings have a very gross thinking. So gross thinking can be made a very subtle thinking by awakening a latent power within us. This latent power is the divine power within us, which is present in the sacrum bone in the dormant state. And when we are a child, it can be seen as a pulsation in the anterior fontanel bone area. So once this anterior fontanel bone area closes down, this kundalini falls down in the sacrum bone and stays there in a dormant state, just recording our all the acts. So once it is awakened by a Sadguru, it is awakened by a Sadguru. No human being can awaken it by his own effort. So once this power is awakened by a Sadguru, it rises up through the middle channel. Middle channel is called in Sushumna Nadi. It is governed by a Maha Lakshmi power. It rises upwards, crosses our optic chiasma, passes through it, crosses over through the brain, and opens the anterior fontanel bone area. In Sanskrit, it is called as Brahmarand, means the whole of the divine. It comes out of it and connect the person to the God Almighty. So then God Almighty grants all the things, knowledge, health, wealth, security, everything to the human being, to that particular person. So this is my state, and the same was the state of Dr. Hahnemann, that he could describe things so subtle. So but we human beings being gross, we are not able to exactly grasp what Hahnemann has said in his literature. So this is the gap, because it has created so much confusion in the field of homeopathy. So that's why I'm always stressing you to be subtle by getting your Kundalini awakened, so that you can grasp everything in its subtle form. You can grab absolute truth about everything. Thanks for watching the video.